Some people are destined to change the world, born into a life of power, money, or fame. But others, maybe not unlike you or me, do so accidentally, unaware of the power a single decision made by one person can have on the entire world. The date is Thursday, October 7th, 2021. The entire world is amidst the COVID-19 pandemic, and the future is clouded with uncertainty. Somewhere in the beautiful country of Spain, a young man sits at his computer with a different uncertainty plaguing his mind. After finding an old DVD in his home, he discovered something that would impact millions of people, changing the internet forever. This person's name was Carl, and on this particular Thursday, he would accidentally create history. What Carl found on that DVD was none other than the most famous song nobody knows the name of. And since all important things need a name, the song was promptly titled Everyone Knows That, an ironic name for the most mysterious song on the internet. Carl, under the alias Carl92, would go on to post the 17-second snippet of Everyone Knows That on a website called whatsthatsong.com, creating the catalyst for what would eventually become the largest search for a lost song ever. This is the story of a boy, a pink cassette player, and the millions of people who bound together for one cause: to find the most famous song nobody has ever heard. This is the story of Everyone Knows That. The audio that you just listened to is part of the 17-second snippet that was uploaded to What's That Song. Can you name this song? Carl writes, mid-80s, bad quality, and in brackets, everyone knows that. This post has accumulated over 100,000 listens to the 17-second clip, and not one person can recognize it. But among the thousands, there formed a group dedicated to finding it. This group congregated on the subreddit r/Everyone Knows That. And at first, Carl worked alongside those that wanted to find the song, giving information that he deemed important to the search, replying to and supporting those interested in helping him find this lost relic. But as time went on, Carl became distant, and eventually, he would vanish. The last comment Carl92 would ever leave regarding the search is as follows. Thanks for the lyrics, but it's a dead end. Anyway, I've lost interest in the song, so I'm not checking this often. Then, he vanished from the internet forever. Following Carl's disappearance, two interesting discoveries were made. The first finding, in my opinion, shows the true dedication this group had, and also the devastation that sometimes occurs during these types of searches. A pilot tone, from my unqualified understanding, is a frequency beyond human hearing that blocks unwanted sounds from entering a broadcast. In the original MP3 uploaded by Carl92, the pilot tone was discovered to be 15.734 kHz. This was one of the early signs that Carl might not have been telling the whole truth. The pilot tone of 15.734 kHz is commonly used in NTSC broadcasts, which was and still is the national standard for analog television broadcasting in North America, even during 1999, which was the year that Carl claims the DVD was recorded. But in Europe, including Spain, the NTSC standard is not used. They instead use something called PAL. This, of course, is a huge problem for those looking for Everyone Knows That, leading people to believe Carl is lying about where he's from, where the DVD is from, or maybe he simply has ulterior motives. The second thing people began to recognize was the more that they searched, the more it felt impossible to find anything about the song. Upon analyzing the lyrics, it was obvious that the song was about having ulterior motives, which led many people to give up hope, since maybe Carl just wanted to mess with everyone. Releasing a song that literally talks about having hidden intentions and then posting it as a joke, knowing people on What's That Song would never find it, would really make it hard to come clean after it got so much traction. This could also explain why he wanted nothing to do with the search anymore. Was Carl really just messing with everyone? Is it actually possible that he did this simply because he thought it would be funny and then panicked when it got out of control? The community began to fall apart. More than ever, people began to give up, and many were rightfully hurt, disappointed, and frankly devastated. But among the wreckage of the brokenhearted, a hero arose. This hero's name was Anxious Tuxedo Bird, a commanding name for an eloquent leader.
Tuxedo Bird wrote that even though, yes, maybe Carl lied about the whole thing, maybe he made it all up, played everyone for a fool, but this song was still a song that was made by somebody that cared about it and put love and passion and time into creating it. And wouldn't it just be so sad if that song was lost forever? So with this post, Tuxedo Bird called for one last time, one last rally to give it everything they got for the one thing that he knew they did best, to uncover secrets that some people think are lost to time. And with that, the search was back on.
Reinvigorated with a fire that was never seen before, the community put together a massive document detailing hundreds of potential leads, contacting media outlets and anybody that might be of help. Eventually, it came a video from YouTuber kahli, which accumulated over 1 million views. And with this video, the search even reached mainstream media, with articles being written on The Rolling Stone and The Guardian. Even Apple News shared the story with iPhone users all around the world. Yeah, maybe we lost some people along the way, but we were going to find this song. We will be the ones to stand at the end and scream from the top of our lungs, we did it, and nothing would get in our way. At least, that's what we thought. The mod team has officially deemed the creator of EKT and will be shutting down this sub and the entire search. Was it all over just like that? You know, you never think about the people in charge of ensuring the safety and security of everyone involved in a search of this scale and how their mental health is impacted. To be honest with you, I don't blame them for this decision. It got so bad that the owner of What's That Song even contacted one moderator who goes by Cotton Underground not once, but twice in an attempt to sell them the website. These people went through so much and deserve the utmost respect for enduring what they did. So I guess that's it. You can all stop searching. That's the end of Everyone Knows That. Oh my god, you should have seen your face. By now, you should know. The Lost Wave community does not go down that easily. No way. But this was the last chance, and everyone knew it. This time had to be different. This final attempt was for everything. It was for all the people that dedicated years to the search, for the thrill of discovery and uncovering the most impossible of internet mysteries, and of course, this was for Tuxedo Bird, who never gave up even when the entire community had lost all hope. And with that, it begins. But you may be wondering, how does one even begin to search when faced with the end of everything? So here we are, standing on the cliff facing the inevitable finale to an epic story. And among the many who have given up and forgotten the reason we all enjoy finding lost media to begin with, there are the final few who refuse to fail.
And you know what? I wish that I could show you every single moment that led up to that finding, and I wish I could tell you every name of every person involved, but I can't. I guess there was some sort of fighting going on between the moderators, and some people decided to delete those posts. So to everyone that had their part, I'm sorry. Instead, all I'm gonna show you is this, the last post, the big one, by user South Pole Ball.
South Pole Ball states they had found out
that Christopher St. Booth, who was an artist that was previously disregarded as a false lead,
made music for certain special films in the 80s. And like any sane Everyone Knows That detective, they knew what they had to do. South Pole Ball watched hours of this special films until one particular film they found. And at hour 1, minute 7, there it was. Ulterior Motives by Christopher St. Booth. Years of searching finally validated. After thousands of people gave up on the search forever, thinking it was a hoax or that nothing could ever lead to this mystery being resolved, the painful, hopeless lows and the unrelenting highs that were crushed time and time again being met with failure and discontent. Even after all of that, we're still here at the end of it all, and we can finally scream at the top of our lungs, we did it. And you know, I think it goes to show, The real incredible thing about this story actually doesn't come from one single person or the actions they chose. It comes from everyone working together and never giving up, time and time again, even when there seems to be no hope left. Believe in each other. And more importantly, believe in yourself. Because if there's one thing that the search for everyone knows that has taught us, it's that even when you're face to face with the end of everything, anything is possible.
And then somebody had sent me a Reddit link, and I was obviously, careful about clicking on links because you know about that situation. So I clicked on it, and out came all this stuff, and then I saw this YouTube video, and I went, well, I don't know what this is, and I clicked, and it was our song.